What's up, everybody? Give me a second here. I need to turn on my camera again. All right, cool. We are taking a break from Champions today, continuing our Nuzlocke of Fire Red in Japanese, just so I can force myself to read more in Japanese as a way to practice. As for those that don't know, I live in Japan. I moved about 2 years ago. Just got my new visa, so I'll be here for another year. And yeah, I need to try to force myself to read in Japanese. So that's why we're doing this Nuzlocke. And on top of that, I want to play through all of the Pokemon games in Japanese before Gen 10. So that's what we're doing. I did manage to get the rare candy situation sorted out from last stream. So I leveled everyone up to what the level was for Brock. So we should be good to go. What's up, Julia and Alpha? How's it going? Let me actually open up TikTok there. Okay. Fuigi-kun. 間に合ってよかった。国土は風の常習です。お届け物を頼まれたのでお渡しします。Okay, so yeah, he's giving us an item. Biggie one. Oh, okay, that. Good. What about you? Doing pretty good. Had class today. Wrote some kanji. And then came back home. Had something to eat. Took a nap. And then woke up to get ready for stream. Figgy one. Okay. Running shoes ni wa sakaeta. Is that sakaeta? Yeah. Sakaeta. 広いところで B ボタンを押すと、では私は研究所に戻ります。それでは I have a Twitch? Yes. It should be listed. Yeah. So on the stream I have all of my platforms listed. YouTube, TikTok, Twitch. YouTube's the main platform that I'm trying to get monetized on. My channel is currently in review, just waiting for them to approve monetization there. But yeah, feel free to drop by any platform of your choosing. 頑張ってるフィギにランニングシューズをプレゼントするわ。応援しているわよ。頑張ったね。頑張ってね。ママより。So that was a note from our mom. Alright, I feel like I should get some other Pokemon. Let's go ahead and get Jerry trained up a little bit. Get some battle action. ちょっと君、今私の方見たでしょ? Oh, so what's up, James? How's it going? Tai atari denko seka. Denko seka. Is this quick attack? Yes, it is. Okay. Okay. So Tai atari is tackle. Denko seka is quick attack. Okay. 次はポケモンを入れ替えますか。Okay, so 入れ替え means swap, change, I'm assuming. Kataku naru. Oh, okay, that's... Oh yeah, I forgot that we evolved this from a Metapod. Is that Nenriki? Okay, confusion. Okay. Figure 1条件として144円手に入れた。パンパンパン。あ、お前トキフの森で見かけたぞ。パンパンパンパランタン。Let's check out Frank. Oh yeah, we get a new encounter in this route. Doku bari ito haku midarezuki. What would that mean? Okay, I'm guessing that means poison. So kataku naru, that should be like tackle. Doku bari is poison sting. Alright. Okay, no, that's harden. So okay, that's string shot. This is the funny part where it's like I can read it, but I don't know what all of these things actually mean. Alright, so I guess we just have poison sting. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna switch out. So let's go back to Rich and we'll land a confusion. Nenriki. Mushitori Shonen no. Ah, yeah, Mushitori Shonen. Okay. Hisatsu? Kakuna? Or Caterpillar? I'm gonna try and see if we can get to at least finishing up Cerulean Gym. That's gonna be the plan for today. I might have to end before that, kind of depends. I have some potential plans scheduled. どうぞ、素人が勝負を仕掛けてきた。Need a massage. I meant to switch because I'm kind of low. Intimidate. Alright, so we're gonna switch over to... Let's do Rich for the infusion. Riki. It's gonna be interesting when I get to the point where I'm starting to learn new moves, but I don't know what exactly the new move is because I don't understand what it is in Japanese. I should go back and heal up a bit. Because I also need to get like some potions and some antidotes. いけると思ったのに、次は賞金として136円手に入れた。Let me see, how much am I losing? Just one? Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12. Okay. Bum bum. Mata no goryou o omochi shite imasu. Alright, Pokemart. Alright, let's get some potions. So Kizugusuri, we will get 4. Dokukeshi antidote, I'll grab 2. And I think that should be fine. Pokeballs, actually I might need to get like, yeah, I'll spend the rest on Pokeballs. Bum, 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 bum. So what's our possible encounters in this route? I think it's Ekans or Mankey again, right? You know, I should probably train up Charmander to evolve since I'm not really going to be using it in Misty's gym. Misty might be tough because we don't have a grass type, we don't have an electric type. We have some bugs, but they don't have any bug type moves. So it might be a little bit rough. Mushu Train no Hiroyuki wa Kokun o Kuridazo to shiteru. Okay, he's going into Kakuna, right? Yeah. Ba-ba-ba-bum. And Caterpie. Okay, he's going into Caterpie. So at least some of the names for the Pokemon are the same in English. Some of them are. So he is going to change into Toranseru. Toranseru. Which one is this? Is this Beedrill? No, Metapod. Okay. Bum 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 bum. 新しいポケモン持ってくれば勝ってたよ。108円手に入れた。Alright, well, we have to go down here, and we should be able to evolve from this trainer. And if I remember correctly, Misty is, her ace is like 20 or 21. Okay, so this one is called Onisuzume. Onisuzume. Alright, time for our Charmander to evolve. Lee no Yosuga. Bum 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 bum. Omedetou, Lee wa Rizado ni shinkashita. Shinkashita. I'm guessing it means evolved. Alright, so we got that evolved. We should try to get an attack on Butterfree. Kimi no shiken nanka ki ni naru. What is this? Zansu. Mini Skato no minna ga shobu shikakete kita. Yeah, if we do end up like failing the Nuzlocke, we'll just continue normally. But I wanted to do the Nuzlocke as like the initial challenge. Because I feel like Misty could actually like end our run. Miniskato no mina wa Nidoran okay, Nidoran female. Okay. I would like a Nidoking for the run. That would be pretty sweet. You see, I think in the route above Cerulean City where Nugget Bridge is, I think there's like an Oddish in that grass that we can potentially get. Ichi wa doku no kona o oboeta. Doku no kona. What is that? Doku no kona. Oh, poison powder. Because yeah, Doku Keshi, the item that we got, which was antidote. So Doku, I think, seems to mean poison. Doku means poison. Doku means poison. Doku no kosa. And so kosa means powder. Yoshitori. Kaze Okoshi. So this is wing attack or gust. Okay, it's gonna be interesting. How like learning the moves and what they mean. So kosa. Cause yeah, if I look up kosa in Japanese, what's up, Frank? How's it going? Welcome back to the stream. We're continuing our Nuzlocke. I got the rare candy situation figured out. Okay, Doku no kosa. Doku no kosa. Translate from Japanese and put into English. So Doku no kosa. Poison powder. Oh, that's cool. Aite no kataku naru. Oh, that makes sense. Kataku naru, which is hardening, and the word for like tight is like katai, so kataku naru. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, so Doku, we're learning today, Doku means poison. Kosa is like powder. Kataku naru, which is like harden. Katai, tight or hard. We have Nen, Denko. Oh, this is sand attack if I remember correctly, right? Sunakake. No. This is sand attack. What is this? This is quick attack. Okay. Alrighty. This is not good. I feel like we should probably switch out. Yeah, I'm gonna just switch out to Charmeleon here, Lee. Meow, meow, meow. Hinoko, Hinoko, Ember, wake up. Alright, we should wake up this turn, right? Nope. Oh man, the sleep in the old games are rough. There we go. Piggy wa joken toshite 224 円手に入れた. Alright, so we have a new encounter here. What can we go for? Let me see here. We can try to go for a poison powder to make catching easier. So let's see. We are doing dupes. Oh, okay, we got a Spearow. Doku no Kosa, poison powder. All right, let's see if we can catch it from here. Okay, we do catch it from here. Perfect. Let's see. What am I gonna name this? I'm gonna name this Alpha. Just going off of people in the chat. Boom. Alpha. Am I playing on the Switch? No. I am emulating this. I bought a physical copy of Fire Red in Japan in a nearby store. Because unfortunately, for being able to play this on the Switch, you need to make like a Japanese Nintendo account. And that's just like too bothersome. So I have the physical cartridge. So I'm emulating it. Okay, I should probably do this. We're probably gonna box Alpha. Oh yeah, we probably could have gotten an encounter here too. What else is here? I think Jigglypuff is here. I think Mankey is here as well. Oh well, we got our encounter. Okay. So Route 4, we won't be able to get a new encounter, I think, until we get out of the cave. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and box. Oh wait, wrong one. This one. Because we might get like a Geodude or something else in here that will be more likely to use. Let's go. All right, what's our first encounter? It's probably going to be a Zubat. Okay, Geodude. Now, I am a little bit worried of it having a rock move. Do we risk it? I'm gonna risk it. There's no way it has a rock move, right? Okay, went for tackle. Then we can switch to something else and do a quick little tackle. Mud sport. I always thought it was weird that, I mean, granted, it makes sense because they're ground Pokemon, but it always felt weird to have them have like something to reduce electric type moves when they're already immune to it. Okay, perfect. We are gonna name this one James. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, we're gonna have to... You know what? Instead of using the antidote, we'll go heal. Is I think that was a TM.怪しいやつが洞窟をうろついてるんだ。君は。Mandiki confusion. Kakuna chillin'. Alright. And we'll just run away from this. Sometimes this goes a bit too quick for me to actually read. Bum, bum. 何を洞窟ではぐれた友達よここで待ってるのよ Just waiting for her friend here. Oh, this was potentially scary, right? Because potential metronome shenanigans. Alright, I'm gonna poison powder. Doku no Kos. Doku no Kona. Doku no Kona. No Kona. Doku no Kona. Doku no Kona. Oh, I need to pay attention because I almost died. Switch to Geodude. Get some good XP out of this. Decent amount of XP there. 224円手に入れた。You know, I'm kind of glad we didn't get Zubat, because you can't even evolve Golbat into Crobat until you beat the game. What you want? Shipping. Shippire. Kona. Oh, 動いた。Shippy. Ship. Ah. Is that sleep? Is that sleep powder? I think it's sleep powder. Well, at least with Geodude, when we get to Lieutenant Surge, we're gonna have a good Pokemon for that. Okay, let me switch. Try to get some levels on some of the other people here. I mean, we're gonna end up using rare candies anyway before Misty. Just to kind of save time from grinding, but in between, I want to actually grind up. Let's go to James. And does he have like Mud Slap? Maruku Naru. Defense Curl. And this is Mud Sport, right? Okay, yeah, so I don't have any ground moves yet. So let's go back to Charmander. I mean, Charmeleon. Piriridama. Piriridama. I don't know what that means. Piriridama. Ah, Voltorb. gonna take a while. What? What do I keep on missing? I mean, that's all he can really do is charge and tackle. So we're chilling. James wa iwa otoshi o oboeta. Iwa. That should be a ground move. Because I think Iwa is like ground. Iwa or rock. Okay, rock. Alright, so since I learned a rock move, I'll be good for the rest of this place. So we can get our Pidgey to evolve into a Pidgeotto next level. Dokutsu o mekanai to dame da yo. Kaze o koshi. Mushidori. You can just stay here and get one more level up. Here. Alright, okay. And we're gonna swap over to our Geodude. Train him up a bit. Going into Caterpie. That's gonna be no problem. Okay, I missed. Can I read Japanese? Yes. I don't understand everything I'm reading, if I'm being honest. But I can read it. Kanji is still difficult. Like, I know some kanji. Because I've been living in Japan for almost 2 years now. So, and I went to language school for like 1.5 years before switching to my current school. So yeah, I can read. So, boku no make da. Piggy wa shouken toshite 120 yen te ni ireta. Are you an English teacher? No. Right now I'm not working. I'm just living off of savings at the moment, and some small little things back home. So right now I'm not working, and with my new visa is culture studies, so I'm not allowed to work because I'm supposed to be able to support myself with my own savings. But when I was in language school, I was able to work part-time, and I worked part-time at a Thai massage place, funnily enough. That's kind of a long story, but how long does culture study last? About like a year. When I first went to language school, it was about, I think I initially signed up for like a year and 9 months. But I kind of stopped partway through. Like, I decided for the last 3 months to stop and go at a much slower pace. Is there any requisite for that culture visa? So, I mean, part of it is you do need to get like sponsored by someone, right? So the best way to do it would be like you would have to like search online for like a culture school. So the culture studies falls under multiple categories. So I'm learning Japanese calligraphy and I'm learning Japanese as well at the same time. So I was recommended to a place by a friend, and I just showed up to the school and talked to the sensei, and you know, she told me to practice and put in the time, and then you have to fill out some documents. But for the most part, I think the main thing is like money, is making sure you have enough money in your account to support yourself. Like what some people have done is they'll be here on like a vacation, or you know, I forget what it's called, working holiday. Didn't know it was an option. You want to stay for a year, have enough for a couple months so far. Yeah, it's so like the cheapest option would definitely be probably finding a cheap culture school, or you know, you can do Japanese calligraphy, or you can do, you know, martial arts. I believe I've seen some people do. So yeah, it kind of depends. And then I have a friend that did was it kendo, like the swordsmanship kind of stuff. She did that. I don't know if that has any more special requirements, but a friend of mine did that in between her visas. Oh, James might be dead. Okay, never mind. Woo. I did not think I almost got killed. But yeah, I don't know what other studies they have, but it's worth looking into. And then before you move into Japan, if you do eventually do that, whenever you're looking for a place to like rent, I would say try to find somewhere that's a bit further out from the like general city. Because when I first moved, the first apartment that I got, I thought was pretty cheap because it was like half of my part of the mortgage back home. But I came to find out that it was actually kind of expensive in terms of like Japan. So I would go for finding a place that's like actually cheap in like Japan standards versus American standards, just to save you more money. Because like right now my rent, my rent in my first place was like $850 a month, which I was like, oh, that's pretty cheap. I was paying like $1,500 for my half of the mortgage back home. But now I'm in a place that's like $420, so it's like half as much. So I probably, you know, could have saved a bunch of money if I lived in a cheaper place from the get-go. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, you don't want to let me run away. That's just Rock Smash. I want to go to Irabashi City. It's the city's sister city of the one I live in now in Canada. Okay, interesting. Getting a Caflairy would have been kind of cool. But yeah, I've been here for almost 2 years. I like it. The only thing is I need to figure out how to make money out here. Because I didn't get a degree back home. I kind of went through like a specialized IT program and then just got jobs from there. So I never got a degree, and they do love their degrees over here. Even if it's just like a basic degree, they value degrees a lot more versus experience, from what I've been told. And plus, my Japanese isn't good enough to do IT over here. Can you make money online? I've been looking for some remote positions online, but it's always kind of tough because some people might not be okay with you working overseas. So the difficult part is finding a company that is okay with me being in Japan working remotely. And I'd rather not try to lie and say that I'm in America and back home working from home. I don't want to get into that mess. You should just make a best-selling app. I'll have AI make me an app to make me $1 million or something. That or win the lottery. But for now, I'm managing. The cost of living is much lower than back home in the States, so. Got it to make you a cool circuit bending plugin for DaVinci Resolve. It can do a lot now. It definitely can do a lot now. What do I want to do here? This is gonna be a rock. I'm gonna have to just Metal Claw. So we're gonna Metal Claw here. I'm from Boston. Boston, Massachusetts. Appreciate the follow. Thank you, Vivian. So it's about a 13-hour time difference at the moment from back home. Thank you for the visa info. Renewed my drive to visit Japan. Yeah, I definitely give it a shot. Make sure you do enough proper research just to make sure that, you know, you make the most out of your time here. And then in terms of like Japanese, if you want to learn, I would say definitely at the very least learn like the alphabet. So hiragana, katakana, that stuff. I should go down here and kanji, that's a bit more difficult. That will take some time. But at least the hiragana and katakana alphabet, then at least you'll be able to read. And then eventually we'll just be learning what the stuff actually means that you're reading. Daiji na shigoto o shiteruんだ. Dokomo wa ouchi e kaeri na. Pum 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 pum. Roketto dan. You can sound out kind of no idea what the words mean though. Yeah. That's why I've been why I kind of wanted to do this is I'm pretty much combining two things that I want to do. So I want to force myself to like see more Japanese and read more Japanese, because you'd be surprised how much you don't necessarily need to like read or speak Japanese when you're actually here. So I'm combining the two things that I want to do. So I want to play all the Pokemon games before Winds and Waves comes out next year, and I want to play them in Japanese as a way to practice. And I've already kind of learned some new things today on stream. So we've pretty much learned that like dogu is like poison. And then kosa, or no, kona, right? I think it was kona. Let me check. Yeah, so the first move, you have kataku naru, which is pretty much, kataku is like katai, like tight or hard. So which is like harden. And then we have nenriki, nen. So usually, like especially from like anime, you've probably heard like nen as like a power system or something. So it's like, okay, confusion, psychic related, something like that. Doku no kona, so doku, poison, and then kona is like powder. And then the bottom one, shibire gona, which I'm guessing is like sleep powder or something. So we've learned some stuff. And like some of the names are the same, just in katakana. But I imagine it might be difficult like later on when I don't know what someone is switching to. So at least with me nuzlocking it, it's kind of like a small little challenge potentially of being like, oh, I don't know what Pokemon they're switching into. Alright, I should have gone to this one first when I had the chance. I will say the one thing that's a little tough playing some of the older games is like we're so used to the newer games just being like, you know, open world and not random encounters, like the Pokemon being in the overworld. So it does take some getting used to again. Appreciate the like on the live there. Thank you very much. So yeah, it takes some getting used to for sure. Because I've also been shiny hunting a lot over the past like year. And you know, everything's like open world for the most part. So this one's interesting. It's just called Sando. Sando. We don't really have anything good for that. Keep missing my Ember because of sand attack. Thank you for the like there. Appreciate it. Alright, missed for the third time. Oh, wait, do I? Okay. Miss again. We'll land eventually. There we go. Okay, he's changing to Rattata, so we can safely go into Beedrill. Would you say forever if you could? Yes. Okay, that's kind of dangerous. I'm gonna switch out because a critical hit would kill me. But yeah, pretty much this is like, this next year is gonna be me trying to find a job out here. I do have a potential job opportunity at a car detailing place. I met the person over dinner. They invited me into their shop. We talked a bit. Potential job opportunity there. He invited me to an event in July, if I remember correctly. I'll check my calendar because I made sure to save it. He told me to stop by. There's the JLPT in December that I'm planning to take, and I'm gonna look to pass the N3, which is like kind of like the baseline level that you need to find work. Do they hire a lot of foreigners? I guess it depends on the job, right? Like small little places like restaurants and like 7-Eleven has, you know, foreigners that usually work there. So they do hire. Even like bars, like some people work in bars. So yeah. As long as you have the, you know, the Japanese level and any other requirements that they may ask for, then yeah, they hire. I mean, the easiest thing is to be an English teacher. Like, I could have worked as an English teacher, but because I don't have a degree, they won't sponsor my visa. And unfortunately, I just never really kind of... I thought me getting a degree at the time was a waste of money. Especially because my plans for my first degree was like zoology, and I ended up in IT, so that would have been like a waste of degree and money. But they do love degrees. I could probably, like, granted, it's been like 10 plus years since I've been in school, but I could probably go back and see if like my college credits can like be carried over and transferred over and see how much I actually have. And like I could probably go and do like a semester or two just to get my associate's degree. But I don't know. Let's go ahead and just put you. I do have some potential opportunities, and then I'm doing the streaming stuff while I can, just to see if I can make any kind of money. My YouTube is currently being reviewed, so I reached the like first partnership requirement, so they're just reviewing my channel. So then once I get partnered, then I can at least start making a little bit of money from YouTube. So yeah, we'll see. Gambate, I hope we can hang out if we're both around. Yeah. I'm planning to, because I believe the tickets go on sale for Tokyo Game Show. I'm gonna try to see if I can get like creator access to like interview developers. I did that at PAX with a friend of mine, and I would like to do that again. But I'm also planning to reach out to some other like smaller publications to see if they wouldn't mind some like freelance work where I assist them with coverage, especially if they don't have enough money to like fly people out to Japan for the conference or the show. So there's a lot of things in motion. Since I moved to Japan, I've kind of haven't worried too much about the future. Just letting life take me where it takes me. If I have to go back home and work and save up some money, then come back to Japan, then so be it. For now, I'm in Japan, and we're doing what we can. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see, today's Thursday. Tomorrow, playing Pokemon in Japanese in Japan is such a flex. Yeah, I actually went and I got my hands on a very cheap DS in Japan, and copies of Fire Red, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Emerald, Platinum, and Pokemon White. And I actually did a video on my YouTube channel where I went through the save data of the 5 games that I ended up buying, just to kind of see what they left behind. And then since I bought them, I will emulate the games to make it easier to stream, because I don't have a capture card for that, because those capture cards actually require you to install them and send them out someplace. 見つけるのだ、復活させればいい金儲けになる。Yeah, one of the save files, I think it was the Platinum save file, they only got past, like, they didn't even hit the first gym yet. They got past the town where you have the training school, and then you go to the right towards the first gym. They like stopped the save there. There was one save that had a few, like I think like a legendary or two still in their party. I think it was the Heart Gold, Soul Silver. They had Suicune and Latios, I think, still in their party. One of them had, I think it was Heart Gold as well, that had the Shiny Gyarados that they left behind. So I might actually, because luckily the DS games, you can play Japanese DS games on your 3DS. It's only the 3DS games that are region locked. So I can actually put that onto my 3DS and attach it to my Pokemon Bank, I believe. And I can move that Shiny Gyarados over. Do you play Champions? Yes. I actually played Champions yesterday. Trying out some of the new Pokemon. I got up to Ultra Ball 2, trying out some random teams. And then I decided to go back to like Hard Trick Room, and I got up to like Master Rank on an 8-game win streak before losing. But I am planning to probably play again tomorrow, because I saw someone post on Twitter a very interesting Staraptor like counter that was very funny, and I actually tried it once on my phone and I managed to get it done. So I kind of want to stream that weird strategy just for Staraptor counters to make a video. Oh, I don't have any more embers. I'm also planning a video with some friends because the game came out on mobile. So now people who don't have a Switch can easily just play the game. So I'm gonna get two of my friends who are not really experienced in competitive Pokemon battling. Like, they've played the games before in the past, but in terms of like actual competitive, like, they have no idea. So I was planning to get both of them to go into Champions for the first time, just pick Pokemon based on what they like or whatever they think is strong or cool, and have them battle and commentate over it. You gonna turn them into champions? Potentially. Kora no kaseki ni suru kai no. Which one is which? I'm gonna go left. Kora kaseki ni naru. Kai no. It's probably, but these are called, remember they're called the Dome Fossil and the Helix Fossil. So I think the left one is the Dome Fossil. I'm trying to remember. I think it's the Dome Fossil. Ora Kai. Kai. What is Kai? Maybe this one's the Dome one. Because if I think Sekai, right? Sekai, which is world, and it has Kai in it. A world is like a circle or dome. Igi wa Kai no Keseki. Oh, Kaseki. Oh, my bad. Kaseki. Oh, Kasekai. Kasek. Was it Kasekai or Kaseki? You know what? Let's check. Kai no Kaseki. Yeah. So this is the Helix one. It says it's the Dome. It looks like the Helix Fossil. I guess we'll find out. Based on the image, it looks like it's the Helix Fossil. Oh, you're just reading the fossil? Yeah. Alright. Okay, so we do get another encounter here. Alright, here, I believe these two have like, oh yeah, this is like Mega Punch and Mega Kick, right? Mega Punch! Mega Punch. I'm not gonna go for Mega Punch. The accuracy is a little bit too low for my liking. Alright, so we have our first encounter in this route, which is going to be... Okay, this is dupes, so we will not be catching this. Alright, dupes again, come on. Pretty sure here is like Ekans or Mankey, right? Alright, another Rattata. Alright, that is dupes as well, because we already have one in the PC. I'm pretty sure there's another encounter here. Oh, we might be here for a bit while we try to get an encounter that we actually don't have. It's Bellsprout in green. So then that means it's Ekans, right? Ekans and Mankey. So we can get an Ekans or a Mankey. I'd be down for a Mankey. I would like a Mankey. But looks like we got a Ekans. Oh, okay. So this is paralysis. Alright, let's see if that's enough. Urinekins. You need more coffee? Alright, I can't switch out because he has me bound. I mean, we still have an opportunity for a Mankey at the route to the right. So they don't use any kanji in this game? I don't think so. Usually the Pokemon games, I think some of the earlier ones don't have kanji, but I think like in the newest ones they do have the kanji, but then they have the actual like hiragana above it so that you can actually read it. Oh, this thing has shed skin. It's not paralyzed anymore. Ow. Can I switch now, or am I still stuck? Okay, I'm still stuck. Let's try and see if we catch it now. Okay, perfect. So we have a Ekans, and perfectly, I know what to call it. Because guess what? Urinekins. Alright, we're in Cerulean City. Alright, so we do have another Careful of Rival battle, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty trained up on my main Pokemon. I do have rare candies, so I could just put everything like to like what, 15 I think is okay. My Charmeleon's a bit over leveled, I think, but I think everything else should be fine. Yeah, what's... I think his levels... I don't think he's level 16 yet. He leads... Yeah, I know he leads Pidgeotto. But I think his Pidgeotto's like... 15? I don't think it's that high. But if it is Pidgeotto, it's above 16, right? Okay, so to be safe, we'll go ahead and get everything at least up to 16. And we'll leave it at that. Bum, 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 bum. Casually 999 rare candies, your word for nothing. Yeah. Yeah, I added them after last stream because I was like, realistically, like just grinding over and over. Mada. Chudo. I think this is an actual ground move, yeah. Oh yeah. I think this is the, is it magnitude? Oh yeah, yeah. Magnitudo. Magnitudo. Nemurigona. Okay, Sleep Powder wants to learn Sleep Powder. So I am going to take over Harden. Do they have abilities? Yes. So Fire Red, since it's a Gen 3 game, they have abilities. Kiaitame. No. Okay, so we'll go with this. I think that should be fine. We'll lead Geodude. 俺なんか強いのすごいのいろいろ捕まえちゃって絶好調だぜ。どれどれピギはなんか捕まえた。見せてみるよ。見るよ。見ろ。見ろよ。見ろよ。Alright, so it's level 17, so it's a lot higher than I thought, but it should be fine. We have Rock Throw. Damn Sand Attack. Okay, I am just gonna go for a tackle. I hate sand attack so much. There we go. Okay, so Raibu no Green wa Zenigame o. Okay, so he's going into Squirtle. Know what's crazy? I just learned the other day flying type is not super effective versus ground. Nope. Okay, so Zenigame. I'm gonna check something. I think Butterfree should be fine. Okay, he's level 18. Ooh, okay. I am going to Poison Powder. Does Butterfree have Compound Eyes? I'm not sure. Okay, there's no way 2 Tail Whips lets it kill me with like a tackle. Aite no Zenigame. I'm kind of scared. Was that withdraw or was that something else? I'm gonna go into Frank just because I'm a little worried. Okay. How much does that do? 15? That's not too bad. All right. Okay. Perfect. The biggest threat is out. Raibu no green wa Kate. Okay. Don't know what that is, so we are gonna go here. Perfect. And last is Rattata. And we will let James take care of this one. Rattata's so cute. I like it shiny. It's a nice shiny. magnitude. So many early trash Pokemon get the best shinies. Yeah, I like, let me see, Arbok, I like the shiny, or Ekans, but also Arbok. I like Rattata's shiny more than Raticate's. One thing that I didn't notice until, because I had a friend of mine rank shiny Pokemon designs for the first generation, because he's, I got him caught up on all the Pokemon designs. So he saw Pokemon for the first time, and appreciate the likes on the live there. Thank you very much. So after I introduced him to all 1,000 plus Pokemon, he knew the first generation, but like after that, it was like very spotty. And then I made him rank shiny designs for Generation 1, and we didn't realize that so many shinies of Kanto are like some kind of green. There's a lot of like green shinies in Generation 1. Alright, so... oh yeah, Nugget Bridge. Yeah, so I think we'll finish Nugget Bridge. We'll get our encounter, and then I think we'll probably stop it there. For the Nuzlocke streams, I kind of want to do like 2 hours every time. Kind of keep it a little bit short. Bum, ba, 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 bum. It's almost 10 a.m. here. Is your bedtime? It is almost 11 p.m. here. I think I can just safely stay here in Canada, but on Japan time. Yeah, back home that was pretty normal for me. What is this thing called sleep? When I was in Korea to get my visa for Japan, there were some days that I couldn't sleep, or I ended up sleeping in the middle of the afternoon and then woke up at night and I was like, what do I do? And then I just go to the internet cafe and rent some time and play some games on the PCs over there. New York is excited. Today is their parade. I'm sure that's going to be quite the event. Oh, okay. Don't want to be here for that thing. Excuse me. So I usually stream around like 9 p.m. over here. So I usually stream and then try to force myself to sleep after. Doesn't always end up being the case. I sometimes end up staying up a little bit more. But I usually go for like 2 to 3 hours. And since I'm not working, I'm pretty much streaming almost every night. I might have like a night off here and there. It kind of depends if I have plans with my girlfriend, but outside of that, every day. Yeah. Japanese is good enough for a relationship. Outside of that, it's like decent conversational. Let's get a magnitude 10. Oh, a 9. That works. Not really. And I won't really have her on stream. She's not really one for the camera. Soro soro battete kitan janai? This is what I want. I want a Nidoran male. Do you know what they're saying? As in what I'm reading here, or what she says to me? I know like some of the stuff that I'm reading, but not everything. Also, I've been up all day, so I understand some, but not all of it. Oh, double kick. Any Japanese TV shows you like? I used to watch Terrace House with like some friends, but I don't really watch Japanese television because I don't have a TV. So that's why I'm kind of doing this, is because like I should be watching Japanese TV shows, but like I usually don't sit around and watch shows, and like gaming is like one of the only things I can actually really sit around and do. Like I'm usually always in the mood for video games, but like a TV show, not necessarily all the time. I've watched anime, obviously, but and I have seen some. I watched the ooh, excuse me. The last My Hero movie, I watched it here in Japan, and I understood some of the stuff that they were saying. Granted, it's very simple Japanese because it's just like hero stuff, but there were some parts that I was like, oh, I understand what he's saying. And then Demon Slayer, I watched the movie for Demon Slayer. I didn't really understand everything that was being said there, but I understood some parts. Lord of Mysteries episodes coming out in 2 days. What is that? I feel like you've told me about that maybe, and I just forgot. What game is it? I'm playing Fire Red. Can you go back to Sword and Shield or Scarlet Violet? Yeah, so I will be planning to go back to Sword and Shield this weekend for the Dynamax Adventure streams, continuing our hunt for Shiny Yveltal. Haiteyo, Haireyo, Orete, Kakushite na, Soena da. Yarirete yaru. But yeah, we'll go back to Dynamax Adventures this weekend. It's a Chinese anime adapted from a web novel. Such a weeb. Steampunk, Lovecraftian horror, and you're obsessed. Critical hit. You just realized that Meowth down there has your name? Yep. So that is a little system I have on the stream. So whenever people come in for the first time and they chat, they are assigned a Pokemon. You can freely change whatever Pokemon that appears by typing !pet and the name of the Pokemon you want to switch to. You see that smirk? See, I was smirking because I knew that you were going to respond, so I was just preparing ahead of time. Weeping Will's your favorite. What's yours? I would say Greninja, but recently, one of the mascots on the channel is this guy over here. I'll, give me a second, let me, this guy over here. This is our little goofball. So whenever I don't feel like being on camera, I put up this photo of Crimorant in Pokopia. When I saw him in Pokopia, I was like, I need to take a picture of this derpy little face. And so now he has become a bit of a mascot. Oh, that was scary. That we almost lost the Pokemon there. You're back, you just changed your profile. What was your profile before? Alright, we're definitely gonna switch because we almost died. Does he have Oddish? Oh no, Ekans, okay. Chinito pet? Alright. Well, welcome back. Bum, 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 bum. All right, so we have our encounter here. Let's see what we get. Hoping for like an Oddish. Okay, that's dupes. Species clause, so we're not gonna do that. Japanese, oh wait, no, that's Korean. Well, whatever language, is still fire red. Yeah, it is Japanese. Okay, perfect. Oddish. This is exactly what we needed. So I need to, oh wait, if I remember correctly, since this is fire red, I can still use powder moves. Alright, so we might have a chance with Misty. Now that we have Oddish. Okay. Show me your Pokemon. Yep, 1 second. Let me just... Okay, so... Right now we have Butterfree, Pidgey, Beedrill, Charmeleon, Geodude, and Rattata. We also have a Ekans and a Spearow in the PC. And we're most likely going to be switching out our Beedrill here for this Oddish, because we don't have anything that's really strong against water types, and this thing is going to be our main soldier for this next gym. Bum, 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 bum. And we are gonna name this Vidya. Well, since this is a Nuzlocke, it's completely random, so we're going based off of the first encounters, not including any duplicates. So it's kind of just up to chance. Just a little bit self-imposed rules. All right, perfect. So I'm gonna end it here. Yeah. I just yawned and my jaw cramped. Good thing I guess that wasn't on camera. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here. I think we're gonna get back to Pokemon Champions tomorrow. Messing around with some random teams, strategies to, you know, have some fun. And then yeah, we'll do Dynamax Adventures over the weekend. But appreciate everybody for stopping by, liking the stream, chatting, and yeah, I will catch y'all tomorrow. What are you gonna get for your birthday this year? Feel free to let me know before I end the stream.